Hey, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Alright. Hi Neil, how you doing? Oh, what's the Discord? I'll let me put it into the chat. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna want it or take it in the chat. Does that work? Okay, I pinned the Discord link, so maybe that'll work for you. I can see it on my end. I know when other people send links, it doesn't really work. Alrighty, so basically, last time we were streaming, we were looking at energy recharge. You gotta do, yeah, do them. Oh, YouTube, I can't open this link. Okay, if you just go, Neil, if you go onto my YouTube channel and you go to community and you can like find my latest post. The last post I made was about the Discord. And I think that link should work. It was working for other people. Let me know if that would work for you. Otherwise, yeah, posting links through chat doesn't work. Clicking this link, I'll leave this link here. I don't know if it works. But I think, Neil, try and go through the community post that I made. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. That's all good. All right, so okay, so basically, I'm just gonna be looking at some math. We're trying to figure out some. We're gonna work on energy recharge today, but basically, there's not much to do in the game right now, ish. But I think also the update is coming in like 30 minutes, which I wasn't planning for. I could always just copy paste the link to. Yeah, that could work. But yeah, basically, there's one thing I actually wanted to try with you guys. Yeah, but this banner at the top, it's like kind of, well, I don't want to say freaking me out, but I mean Genshin's gonna like die in like like for 5 hours it'll be down for maintenance, I think. I might just use some of my resin quickly if that's okay, because resin is useful to use. So I'm gonna do this and then I'll get back to the energy recharge stuff. There's actually one thing I want to try with you guys on stream, but it'll probably have to be on the next stream. Because right now there's, well, we only have like 30 minutes before the game closes, so, which I totally forgot that it was today. How are you guys doing otherwise?
重さは安心できます。しびれさせちゃうわよ。
おとなしくしやがる。
Hey Shikuku. Oh Helen, you're not late. We just started. It's all good. Yeah, I think we're getting 1.4 today, because I saw the banner. I totally wasn't keeping track of it, and it's like 5:32 in China, and I think it starts at 6 a.m. in China. So this is gonna die, and then it'll be probably relatively late, and I gotta go do some work. But I'll see when I can stream again. Probably I want to say Friday will work decent for me. Hi Helen, how are you doing? I'm just trying to use my resin before the 5-hour update, so I didn't really want to play too much right now. We're gonna do some mathy stuff. Hi Ray, how you doing? Oh, I should do these dailies, I guess. We're gonna do math right after I just kind of finish this stuff up before the update. And that's also, yeah, if you guys aren't just go and use all your resin basically. I think that's the most important thing. You can do dailies too if you want, but this is not my main account. This is my second account. My main account, I think I'm at 0 resin there right now. I have a Klee on my main account. This is my secondary account that I was re-rolling for. Shikuku. That's why I have a D-Luke. But basically I run like 2 teams on this account, or that's the plan. One's gonna be here, like one's gonna be just 4 stars with it's gonna be like this, except Xingqiu's kind of a potato on this one. I don't have a sacrificial sword, so he's kind of questionable. It might be a good idea to switch him for Xiangling, honestly, like when I think about it. And then the second team's gonna be these guys. So I've got Xiao and D-Luke. And I got lucky. I did this off a stream. I forget if I got to tell you guys. This is why I hate doing stuff off stream. But I pulled a Skyward Pride. And so I'm gonna give that to D-Luke. And I'm gonna like level it up slowly. But I'm very broke on this account, so there's not much happening. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get through this. Hopefully it's not too boring. And then oh,
戦場のお掃除の時間です。
hi Sativa, how are you doing? Sorry if I'm butchering your name.
風邪ひくなよ。
Are you guys ready for the update? I honestly wasn't planning for it, so, or like I was not expecting it. And it's already gonna be here. You got a Wolf's Gravestone? It's not the worst. It's not. It's a little bit. I'd say it's starting to get like an outdated weapon compared to like Homa. At least in terms of like specialization for the characters. But it's like you know, there's only like 2 5-star great swords and or claymores, and it's definitely really good, I'd say. You just need a D-Luke, and then you have like the picture perfect D-Luke. I don't even want to do these commissions right now. We're gonna get to the energy recharge math. You need this update because I'm able to clear Abyss fully once it's done, and I'm so bored. Yeah, that's good. I have like,
お前って本当に
I don't know.
せっかちだな
I like Abyss in a sense, but I'm just sad I'm like such a high AR. I think I realized what I was doing on my main account, that like didn't really let me finish Abyss by now. And it's basically like I've been, how do I say it? I'd say it like my supports, I haven't invested into them enough. Like my Fischl and my Bennett and my Albedo are like probably the worst units I have in terms of
ない
artifacts,
と助けが必要
even though they're like super good.
うがちなさい
Wolf's Gravestone is good for all Claymore users. Yeah, totally. It definitely is.
風邪ひくなよ
Yeah, anyone you want to run as a main DPS, Wolf's Gravestone is basically the best in slot.
しびれさせちゃうわよ
Yeah, every character's the best, that's right. You got to R5 your Lithic Blade though. That's super good, I'd say.
これ
Oh, Lithic Blade. I haven't looked into Lithic Blade much, but I assume it's just as good as Lithic Spear.
おとなしくしやがる
I think they have like the same effect. Which are the best and worst 5-star characters and weapons in my opinion? I'm gonna answer that. Okay, I'm just gonna kill
お
this
前って
guy.
本当にせっかちだな
And look at that, guys. We made it up in AR. Don't see that often on my main account. Lithic Blade goes ham on Xingyan. Yeah, I bet it does. Honestly, yeah. For someone like Xingyan, or even probably Chongyun could work. Although I really, I don't want to say I don't like Chongyun's kit, but like I feel like it could. I don't know. I need to like at least figure out a better way to make it work. What was I gonna see?
ずいぶん
Okay, so out of the 5-star characters,
お兄さんが病気になった
I mean,
お兄さんが看病して
I think they're like, I want to say they're all good. Like Chi-Chi, I find she's just a good healer, but like she's kind of in some situations Diana's probably better. But like for Chi-Chi, I actually had her as a burst DPS for some reason on my main. Because I saw people saying, oh, you can do that, which you can do with like anyone, but I was thinking like, I don't know, she just basically heals, so I think I'm gonna switch her to like a 4-piece Maiden's Beloved. Because she never does any damage anyways, and I just want her to heal faster. So I don't know if that's a good idea, or if that's like sketchy, but yeah, the servers are going down. You're throwing Wolf's Gravestone on Bido or Chongyun because Lithic puts Xingyan well above. Yeah, whatever fits your artifacts, that's how you want to use them. So Chi-Chi, people say she's bad, and late game healers are like not so good. Someone like Zhongli is probably, you know, a lot better in a sense, because he can do like some damage. He can petrify people. He can put like a invincible shield on you. And then he debuffs the resistance. I feel like Albedo compared to Zhongli is just not that good. I hate to say it because I have an Albedo. It might just be my Albedo sucks because I don't have the artifacts, but I feel like it's kind of hard to build him. Or you just need a lot of like perfectly rolled defense artifacts. And you're not even supposed to go defense unless you have him at higher constellation, so it's very like questionable. Tartag, I know my brother uses him, and I think he's probably maybe with like Keqing. Keqing's nice, but I think he just doesn't like the fact you have to switch with his E, and then also he's having a hard time getting artifacts, and he has so many. You have Albedo. Albedo's really good support and stuff. I wish the shields he makes were like sometimes easier to pick up. And also I find that sometimes they're very pointless because they just get like cut through. C2, oh no. Yeah, but I like Chi-Chi and Albedo. I'm just saying, I don't know, like I feel like people would, I guess like people say Albedo's a good support, but you have to like build him right. I think that's what I'm trying to say. My Albedo sucks. And I don't even know how to fix him. It's like I need to go and farm the place for like 2 months to get some better artifacts for him. He's like cool and stuff, but yeah. Because either like you want his E to be good or you want his burst to be good. Which is like kind of... And if you want his burst to be good, then you basically do an attack build. And if you want his E to be good, you need to do defense. So I think like my only goal with him is to make like 10k ticks on his E skill. But you need a lot of crit rate, crit damage, basically some attack, and a lot of defense for that. And then his burst is like not very good if you build him like that. So I'm just saying, like, I think Zhongli's a lot better. Sadly. Otherwise, you know, Venti, Klee, Jean, Mona. Mona's good for like those one-shotty stuff. Otherwise, I don't know how useful she is. But I don't have her, so. Hey, AR-50, nice. Nice job, Yagor. Child is way better than Child, because Electro and no stamina sucks. I'm confused by the Child is way better than Child. But I think, like, Child is still, like, awesome, you know? He will do so much... He will, like, kill anything when he's in his E form. Oh, you love Albedo? I love Albedo, too. It's just, like... Mine sucks. I'm gonna have to fix him someday. He was... Yeah. My Albedo's very special to me, honestly. Basically, the first... Oh, better than Keqing. Yeah. I mean, Keqing's good. I think her ascension into... I want to say it's crit damage is, like, super useful for damage dealing. Waiting for Zhongli rerun. I want to try Albedo Zhongli. I actually really want to try that, too. I kind of need Zhongli for the shield for my Klee. And then if I can... I really like the Geo Resonance. So kind of collecting more Geo characters would also be super good. Honest question, do I think the game will spike in difficulty? If it spikes in difficulty, I might be like screwed. YOLO single pulled Mona. That's awesome. What I'm gonna do on this account, in case you guys, I don't know if you guys care, but I got some Primo. Oh, I got an Acquaint Fate. Let's go use that. But I got some Primo Gems here. Not a lot, honestly. Oh, and I have the pink ones, but I think they're just not showing up right now. And I think I'm gonna dump everything on the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna dump everything on the Venti banner just for the Noel constellations. Because, at least on this account, I want to C6 Noel. What about the 5-star weapons? I will look at the... Let's look at the 5-star weapons. But I think every 5-star weapon is basically good. There's some that are maybe a little bit more questionable than others, but where are the 5-star weapons? Or is it archive? Is it a weapon archive? Equipment. Alright, do they show us? Yes, they show us all the stuff. Okay, Aquila Favonia, I feel like is a questionable one just because of the physical damage build. But, I mean, it's good, right? Skyward Blade, I think this is good, but, like, it's less good for DPS. So, people like Bennett, I think, is really good on. Summit Shaper is really, really good. Primordial Jade Cutter is really good. Skyward Pride is good, like, when you're using your burst a lot, I think. That's the deal with that. Alright, that's what Albedo says in the trailer. Wolf's Gravestone is definitely, like, super, super good, and it looks very nice. They all look very nice, but super good. Sorry if, I don't know, I could probably be more specific, but I think, like, you know, Wolf's Gravestone is great. I just think, like, because I think it's passive. I forget what it does, but it like buffs your team. I think if that was more focused on the character, it would be like better for like DPS like D-League, right? Like when all of the effects just buff you or like the one character on the field, then that's good. But just like if you've got it on your main DPS and then you buff everybody else's attack, I guess if you're switching into sub DPSs, it's good. But and I guess if you get the buff too, it's not too bad. But just like the distribution could be like a little bit questionable. Yeah, ask Tectone. I don't know what he's gonna say. I saw a video of Tectone and he was like he said playing as a free to play for like one day and he was just complaining. He was like, I don't know, he sounded kind of salty. I kind of want him to like go full free to play or in a sense, at least on like one account so that he knows what it's like. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to like complain, but I feel like Spiral is like harder when you're free to play and stuff. But it's also like you don't want to mess up your team compositions. Like on my main, basically, I neglected my supports. Like the supports I was using were so good that I never had to like do their artifacts at all, right? He called out Majestic. Oh, I missed that part or video. I'm like kind of haphazardly trying to pay attention, so I'm not too sure about that. Oh shit, my bad. Okay, I'll try and talk about the spears later. I just want to like finish at least. Oh my gosh, we got 2 commissions. I don't think I can finish the commissions. I think I could do them after though, so I'm gonna go use my resin. What do we need to do? Let's try doing this thing. Shouldn't have an opinion on that matter because free to play need to plan and he knows he's gonna wail for every banner. Yeah, I mean, I feel like at least he like to some extent, I want to say like respects free to play. He like pities them and he like makes fun of them, but like he understands that it's a little bit different than just wailing, I think. I don't know. He didn't call him out. He literally said he wasn't calling out some people specifically. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know if it was in that video or in a different one, but he kind of did though. This ability, I have to say, is the like worst for this swimming like type stuff. Oh crap. Ah, no! Alright, we gotta swim, damn it. I should have just used my E. Said monotone and reads off a notepad and gets 100. Yeah, but Majestic gives us all the good information. And it's not that monotone. Yo, I'm gonna drown. I'm not gonna make it. This is what I get for like putting the Animoculus, like putting it off. He did create a free to play. I just know in that video he said if like it gets so many so and so likes, then shit, we're not gonna make it. This makes me sad. I need to go and get the. Honestly, I just like one of the main reasons I want Inazuma to come out. Yeah, I don't have enough stamina. I just need to eat my way across. Yeah. I need an Inazuma to come so that we get more like Animoculus and or I guess what's it gonna be, Electroculus? Yeah, they're gonna be called Electroculus. I bet you like $3. So that basically I get more stamina. That's what I need right now. I want to see also end game if they keep if they're gonna max out the stamina at some point, or if we're all just gonna have like basically infinite stamina, like the high level players. Alright, sorry with the boring gameplay, we're almost done. Tecton is an objective side where he's honest about the game problems, and subjective where he shits all over stuff and personally. Yeah, but I feel like when you're trying to be funny, like sometimes it'll come off offensive. Ellie. And like, I don't think he means it like sincerely. Like I find Tectone, at least from what I've seen, he's like never trying to be malicious. He might say like dumb stuff sometimes, but like
こいつはどうだ
Chasm's coming in 1.5 and screaming. Yeah, he likes to scream. Alright, let's see if we can. I hate this boss so much. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think my. How much resin do we have? 80. I think that wouldn't recharge in like 5 hours. Oh, I forgot D-Luke. I totally forgot D-Luke. I don't like this boss. But I figured out I can, once I get to the like last part, I can actually do it with Noelle. You don't like him all the time, but he gets way too much hate for sure.
任せてください。助けが必要な方がいるはずです。
Yeah, I mean, I don't really hate him. I don't think he's like, as I said, like, he ever tries to be mean. He might say like dumb stuff, but I don't know. I just kind of see him. I don't want to say as an immature child sometimes, but I mean, that's the way it kind of comes off. Let you carry? Yagor, I would, but I have like a minute amount of confidence in myself, and we have like 8 minutes with DPS Traveler. Like next time, you can come carry me with the DPS Traveler. I promise. Noelle is OP for... Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. So her burst,
綺麗にしませんと
the。first time I was able to like clear it, like from the end part. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Oh, we did it. I need to build my Noelle. I'm probably gonna mooch off people for... I don't know if I'd say mooch, but let people carry me through like dungeons, at least at the beginning, until I can get some artifacts. What's the plan here? This is the plan. Alright, we got 7 minutes. I think we can do this. I got the burst, so... Sorry, yeah, I don't know if I was able to articulate it, but basically...
逃がさないわよ
Basically, I struggled always so hard on this boss, and even on my main account. And then basically, the first time I was able to like clear it in like one kind of cycle, I think was very recently on this account with the Noelle, because she does so much damage. The Geo boss is the only reason to use Noelle. Is that what you're
こい
saying?
つはどうだ
I want to say I beg to disagree. I think she's just good. Like, once you build her right, she's like literally just good everywhere. And her shield is like so
戦場のお掃除の時間です。
OP. I find her shield is super nice. But I don't know. I haven't like taken her to late game. So I can't really say. Yeah, we did it. Use because you use her for Spiral because you hate her E skill. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna use her everywhere because I think she's gonna work. I want to say she's gonna work everywhere once you build her right. But basically, the trick with Noelle, what you really need for her to shine as a DPS, like basically none of this matters. This is all nice, but you need this one. Buffing her attack by 50% of her defense. So then what that'll do is when you press her Q, because it's already at... Well, I mean, I'm at level 2, but it's basically, it'll be like something close to 50. It's already 40. So you're basically going to get 100% of her defense added onto her attack. But you won't put her... LA, she's on, on this account, she's like one of my main DPSs. I've got Kaya, and I've got Noelle, basically. That's the plan with this account, and then I've got the second team, which is going to be the 5-star carries. Hi Angela, how you doing? The update's coming, so if you guys haven't used your resin, everybody's probably already heard me say that a couple times, but if you just got here, go and use your resin, and I forget if there's other stuff to do. I think that's literally the most important. Just use it honestly enough so that in 5 hours you can like log back on and it won't be capped. Because the update's coming very, very soon. But yeah, we're just gonna do math the rest of the time. Also, for the next one, I don't know if you guys want to, but I really want to try something. Like, I've been thinking about it for so long, and I feel like it would be really fun to actually do on stream. But I don't know. I'll let you know next time, unless you want me to say now. But you're gonna get a C5 Noel when you pull for Venti. Yeah, I want a C5 or C6 Noel. Basically, on this account, every time there's a Noel banner, I'm just gonna pull on it. Hey Net, how you doing? What do you think is the best four team, like 4-star team, Ellie?
ここで少し休みましょう。
We
今
got
お茶をご用
3
意しますね。
minutes. 3 minutes left. 4-star teams? I don't know. I think there's so many that are like so
佐
good.
藤はどうしますか？
Or just 4 team? Zhongli, Venti, Bennett, and Ganyu. That sounds like such a nice team. Like, yeah. I like Shikuku's team. I don't know. Sorry if I butcher your names, guys. Like, I really not the best. Okay, wait. I was gonna check. I mean, it's gonna boot us off pretty fast. But yeah, like Ganyu is awesome. Someone like Hu Tao, Xingqiu, and then like 2 more. Like, I don't know, Venti, Zhongli, something like that would also be like really nice. I know Hu Tao's crazy with Xingqiu. But Ganyu, Xingqiu, Xiao is nice, but if he could like do the bursts, melts and vapes and stuff. But Xiao's really, really good too. But I think like Ganyu and Hu Tao just they kind of like in a sense make the game easy. But you need a really good Hu Tao. 4-star team, yeah. Oh, it's gonna. Here, let's see if we can. Okay, Ningguang honestly is probably my favorite 4-star DPS, but Razor's like he'll work. I want to say Ningguang's the best. I can't think of other people. Just like right off the bat. Oh, we got Xing Yan can work, I guess. Yo, they're threatening us. They're like, get off the game. They want us to go, or something. I don't know. It's 1 minute, 60 seconds. Yeah, and then otherwise, 4-star supports Sucrose and Bennett and Fischl are probably the best 3, and then Xiangling is good. But this is like generally speaking, because you can, if you do like a freeze comp, you're gonna need probably Kaya, right, or like a Diona and a Xingqiu. Bennett DPS is really good. I think it works everywhere. You just need like a good sword. You just need a good sword and good artifacts, basically. All right. Yeah. Well, that's the Genshin for today, I think. Whoops. I'm gonna get hacked now. But all right. Now we're gonna, I guess, do math for a little bit before I gotta go. Yep. I hope I did the installation, but we'll see. Okay, so Bennett isn't the best DPS he shines. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's the best, but he definitely like works as a DPS. Iron Sting is free to play and it's pretty good on him. I want to say I hate Iron Sting. It's probably like, yeah, I think like Razor will, like it's easier to make Razor do more damage than like a Bennett, right? Like it works, it's fine, but Iron Sting, I don't know. I got it for my Kaching and it sucks so bad, and I'm like kind of traumatized by it. It's like I don't like it. It just like, oh, I should pre-install the game. Maybe we can do that from now. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Let's see. Is this just this button? Required 9 gigabytes. Oh no. That's a lot. And it seems like I have some space available, but 9 GB? I thought it was. I forget how big it is. Iron Sting on Traveler. I wonder if that's the way to go. I don't know. Alrighty. Okay, basically we're gonna do some math. So, okay. From the last stream, where we're doing math, we found this good basically this good video. I forget if somebody sent it or if I found it. But anyways, we found this good video, I think from Reddit. Your phone will explode someday. Yeah. Hu Tao and Homa, yes. Hu Tao with Homa, I think, right now is just too... After the math time at uni. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's not too boring. Hu Tao and Homa are super good. Baido is the most for fun star. Oh my gosh, yeah. I wish I had a Baido, and I think... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build people on my main account that I love. Baido main since the start. Love Baido. Fun and OP. Yeah, I think Baido's super cool. My brother built her, so I kind of skipped her, and I don't know, now I don't have a Baido, so I'm sad. But has anyone got... I have not, and I'm really sad about that. I screwed up and I made 2 prototype Animus things, and I refined one. That was very early in the game, because I thought, like, we're gonna get, you know, prototype drops from weekly bosses, and I haven't gotten a single one since then. And so now I can't even, like, build a Noel. My Baido is level 55, but if you time your E correctly, you can still hit 20,000 damage on such a low level. Yeah. Super, super good. Alright, so this is the plan. We are going to... I think there was energy recharge info in this video. We're not going to translate this stuff. But we got... So, who was it? I think it was Net. I want to say it was Net. Sent me this translator, which was actually... And then we got... I think Yagor looked up... Or asked his friend... who actually could read Chinese, and they translated one of the slides, and then what it looked like to me is that the translator was like pretty accurate, so I think we can just like use the translator and try and translate as much of this as we can see. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna get started on that. So it might get a little bit boring with the math, guys, but if you like the math, then it'll be decent, and we might learn some new stuff, but basically we want to start formulating energy recharge. Yeah, Net. Only got 1 Claymore. Yeah, so maybe if Helen got 1, maybe one day we'll get 1. But yeah, the prototypes, I wish they dropped better. I always thought it's like, oh, it'll be fine. We can like refine, like we'll get more of them. But it's like, no, you won't. The drop rates are so... I thought they were supposed to be like 10%, but it like does not feel like 10%. So you just want to white blend. Same on my main. Yeah, my friend get annoyed if I keep... Yeah, I don't want to keep asking your friend, especially because I want to kind of translate the whole video, so I don't want you to send him like 20 different slides. Okay, so looking at this first one, I just want to say I think these are the elemental particles, and these are the elemental orbs. So I don't know what they're saying, but that seems like they're maybe comparing how much energy they give. Like, okay, let's see if we can translate this. I haven't used this translator, so I don't even know. Alright, so I think the plan is going to be to do this. We're going to open up Paint. We're going to crop this, and don't judge me as a programmer, guys, but I'm just going to... I should put this in my documents, but we're putting it on my desktop, so tough stuff. Alright, so it's going to be Chinese ER... I'm going to call it Pix. I don't know. And I'm going to name it the most amazing thing. So this is going to be called 1. So let's see if we can access it now. for Noel or something to have a semi-decent Noel. Yeah, I think White Blind is really good on Noel. I would say it's like her best in slot, like 4-star, and they give it to you like relatively speaking for free, unless you've used up all your. Bye, Ellie. Thanks for stopping by. Whoa, guys, this looks like it worked. I'm actually really surprised about this. It just like translated it. Alright, so the amount of table provided by a single elemental particle or element crystal ball is equal to, and this is the formula. So this is like super nice. Okay, so the next plan is going to be thought I switched my. Let's go. Give me a second. Pop, pop, pop. Now I'm just gonna start putting it into an actual document. I'm on the wrong account. Alrighty, cool. Alright, so we've got a big one, but I'm just gonna make a new one. You're starting to love Geo. Does this crack the code? I hope it cracks the code. I think we're gonna be able to get a lot of info out of this. So, just gonna call this energy recharge. Ning is my wife. Guys, Ning is so good, in like my opinion. Sometimes people don't like it when I say that, but like, because I'm using Klee, I've got Hu Tao, and I've got Ning, and those are like my DPSs. And sometimes I just bring like all three of them, and I like low-key like let them die one by one, if I don't have like I don't have anyone with like any good shields. So like my only other support that can keep people alive is like Chi-Chi, who I'm just trying to like convert to Maiden's Beloved right now so that she heals better. And she's like, I would say like, you know, if you get one-shotted or two-shotted, like Chi-Chi like will only help so much. So someone like Zhongli or Noel's shield are like so nice. I find Ning's like shields that she makes are very sketchy, and they sometimes break very easily. They're like nice to have, but they're not like a Zhongli shield or even a Noel shield. Electro needs a buff. You've seen that people don't use a character just because they are Electro. Yeah, I think Electro does need a buff, but I like Lisa. Superconduct needs to be like better, I think, right? Because Superconduct is like a very viable Electro option. I mean, it looked accurate. So Ned, so what I want to say is when Yagor had his friend translate like one part of it, it looked very, like, relatively speaking, accurate. So there might be some stuff lost in translation, but I want to say it looked definitely somewhat accurate. Okay, I think this is like... This title is probably not the best in the world, but this is like awesome. So I'm just gonna start throwing it all into this one document so that we can refer to it. That new Super Vaporize is getting patched. Yeah, I think so. I heard it's getting patched from someone. Honestly, I think only Electro Elemental's Resonance needs to be buffed. Yeah, they need. I think like they need like ways to lower resistance. I guess with Viridescent Vener you can do that, but I forget. Well, like again, that's what we're gonna be doing on stream, which is like learning about reactions, because I just want to know like why, like I don't know, like Overload and I don't know Superconduct just like don't, like nobody really recommends them, and they just do like less damage than Melt and Vaporize. So it would be nice to see like if, I guess, how the math works behind it, because I can't honestly say right now. Alright, so this is cool. Now I can go to the next part. Look at this useful info. I can't almost like believe. Wait, I'm totally forgetting how to screenshot. There we go. I can't almost believe that. I don't know, that we just like live in a day and age where we can just do stuff like this. Like this is, I feel like, I don't know, technology is like pretty good right now. Its resonance is literally generates 1 energy for each reaction it caused. I have to say that's kind of trash, not gonna lie. If that's like, I haven't like looked into it. Doesn't it reduce, I want to say reduce stamina, but that might just be Anemo. For each reaction it caused. That's like, 1 energy is, I don't know, I don't think it's like that good. If it was more, maybe, but like, again, you don't want to like overdo it. So I think, yeah, so some like resistance decrease. Yeah, but if they let overload crit and stuff, would that be okay? Like, I don't know. I don't really get superconduct because it just reduces the resistance, and then you can crit yourself. But like the reaction isn't like, it'll just lower it. Electro doesn't, yeah, that's really bad if it does nothing else. But I think they're gonna buff it. Like they buffed Geo, and now Geo is like way more viable. Probably because of Melt and Vaporize takes into account attack and crit, while Electro's Elemental Mastery and it doesn't. Yeah, well, yeah, that would, they should make sure to balance it somehow, but I'm sure they'll kind of figure it out. How do I put a new one in? Okay, I figured it out. So you want MiHoYo to do something with Electro. Yo, this translator looks lit, guys. Oh shit, that's a professional. Oh shit. What? Yeah, thanks so much for this translator. I think, like, I don't know how accurate it is, but it's definitely helping, like, translate something. Electro resistance needs to either be a good debuff or some type of crit or other percent boost. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think if they do something like what they did with Geo, it's going to be a lot better. Because Geo basically got cracked. Okay, so basically, basic energy values are basic. Energy values provided by element particles or elemental crystals. Among them are the properties of particles / spheres, which provide 1 point and 3 point energy respectively. Okay, so spheres are orbs, I guess. You mean Inazuma? I think, yeah, I think with Inazuma, Helen, that's when we're gonna get the, what's it called? You want Traveler? I just hope they, like, I mean, I hope they don't, like, give him too good. Like I want Traveler to get, like, a good moveset, in my opinion. So I want, like, a nice ult and, like, a nice E that feels, like, really good to use, I want to say. Yeah, I started building Traveler, you know, with people saying, oh yeah, he's gonna, like, get different elements and stuff. Can I send you the Chinese video link? I'm trying to think what's the easiest way. I can't send it through the chat, I think, unless I can, but no one else can send links. But, are you in the Discord? I want to ask, like, that's the easiest way. So, in the Discord, we've got, at least that's the only, like, useful thing. In the or, like, it's good to, like, keep these links, but we've got it in the math channel. It's the first link. In the Discord. So if you can join the Discord, that's where we've got the link, and I've got this translator here too, and some other stuff. Let me know if that would work. Otherwise, I'll try and figure out. I can try and post it in the chat. Oh, that would be so cool if Traveler could switch elements. Yeah. Yeah, that would be... They should really do that. Because then Traveler could, like, solo stuff. He could just, like... He could just, like, you know, put Hydro and then he can, like... Or put... Yeah, nice. So hopefully you can find it there. Singiera. Or GE. But yeah, Traveler, he could literally just, like... like, vaporize and, like, melt with himself. He could, you know, do whatever he wants. Like, once all the regions are open. That would be super cool. Kind of doubt they're gonna do it, but that would make him, like, OP. And then everyone would... You'd always have to, like, build your Traveler. That would be really nice for, like, free-to-play players, too. Alrighty. So, where were we? Are the properties of the particles physical spheres which provide 1 to 2? None of the other properties of the particles / spheres provide 2 and 6 points. That sentence I am confused about. Or elemental crystals. I wonder if the second ones are for elemental crystals. I'm also hoping we get a Hydro Claymore that has sharks. I feel like that sounds pretty, like, reasonable. The number of properties. Properties of the element particles to provide more energy for the role of the same property. The coefficient is 100% for different properties and 300% for the same properties. Yes. Okay, so the element... Okay, the coefficient is... I don't know if it's in this formula, but I think that's why it's 1 and 3 and then I guess 2 and 6. I forget what the 2 and 6 is. I thought we saw it, but at least like from some of the other links. Or maybe I'll open up just to kind of refresh my memory. I think this is a decent link. Yeah. I think these numbers were off. There was a different one we had that were slightly better, but it should be roughly speaking good. Okay, so same element, you get 3. Non-element, you get 2 and 1. These are the multipliers. So basically, okay. So I want to guess. I get why it's 2 to 6. 2 and 6. We've got a 2 here. So I think it's like... I think they're talking about this 2 and this 6 and then this 1 and this 3. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to keep going. 1 and 3 is element infused and 2 and 6 is non-element particle. Yeah, so I think it's these two. So the non-elemental and then element infused particle. Oh, so 2 and 6 is white. Is that what you're saying? I might just make a note of that. Alright, hopefully this isn't going to be too annoying. I like using this. Oh, I forgot I can't. I have to. 1 and 3 is element infused particles, and 2 and 6 are non-elemental particles. Alright, that sentence sounds like English. Okay, so hopefully that's right. Okay, number of properties. Properties of the elemental particles to provide more energy for the roll of the same property. The coefficient is 100% for different properties and 300% for the same properties. I get it. Okay, so I'm confused. So let's say you get a non-elemental orb, but it can't be the same property. Oh, sorry. No attribute element microspheres at the time of calculation. I just want to ask, like, can you get this 300 multiplier on a white one? Particle slash orb. Got it. I'm gonna add that in here. GE, do you understand Chinese? Can I just ask? I have a feeling you do. I guess this 300 must... Coefficient is 100% for different properties. Or... Kind of confused about this coefficient, but... Like, is it saying we multiply these values, I guess, for... White one will always be 100%. Okay, that was my question. Thank you! Have a 100% multiplier. Yo guys, I'm gonna totally forget how to type by using this voice stuff. So orb is off death of an NPC, and particle is only got from using E. Sounds like yes. Yeah, I actually don't know too much about the generation, but it sounds like you're right. But hopefully we'll get that. And the NPC, yeah, so I guess that's any particle. That makes sense. And E is from that. Also, I guess Favonius will make like just white particles, right? I don't think it makes orbs. And are the... How does the orb element change as like the character dies? Like, can those be infused, or are they always white? Because I'm not sure about that. I guess we'll just keep reading here. So, 100% number of formation positions, in different teams play a role to get 100% energy. 2-3-4 team. Back row rolls get 80. Oh my gosh, the actual numbers. Oh my gosh, the position actually matters. So you want your second best, like the unit who you want to gain the most energy recharge in your team from like particles generated is in your second place slot. And your last unit will get the least, and your third last unit will get the second. I just like learned that. I straight up didn't know that. Different enemies drop different amounts of particles and orbs at different health thresholds. Elemental enemies like slimes can drop elemental particles. Okay, so certain enemies will always drop the elemental particles. Will elemental slimes drop orbs? Some monsters drop different elemental orb, like a pyro whopper flower can drop a pyro orb. Okay, so we're probably going to need to at least, find the information on who drops what, because this is going to matter when you're adding it all up. The order of them determines in our party. According to this, it does. So, I mean, the best I would do is, if we're using this for the math, is cite this. Bro, I'm confident you are the first YouTuber to discover that position thing. I mean, I would argue. I mean, maybe on YouTube, I'd argue this person on Bilibili who actually, you know, they're the first definitely who actually did it, but like we're translating it. It's so good that I only put healers on the 4th slot. I do too. Like I always have yeah, but that's actually, I don't know. That's so cool. So I straight up didn't know that, and it's gonna matter. Wiki agrees with the position mattering. I think we had the wiki open. It's probably in there too. Did we have? Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, they have it here. Yeah, we didn't get to there in the last stream, but it does. I guess a lot of people already know that, but like, huh? That will, Chinese are built different. They are OP. I believe it means the number of characters in the team, not the arrangement. I'm wondering, what does the wiki say? For 2-3 characters in the party. Oh, I see. Yes, okay, I remember. We did read this. So sorry, it's not the arrangement, guys. It's the number of characters. So the less characters you have, the more energy recharge they'll get. But that means that, in a sense, like, yeah, it'll be divided less. I got confused, I'm sorry. But that's okay. I remember we talked about that in Reddit, and then we said that, and then I totally forgot about it, so we'll go write that down. Exactly, yes. So four-person party, everybody gets 60, but if you're running 2 people, then the second person's getting 80%. So in a sense, it's actually like if you run Hu Tao and Xingqiu just alone, then you can actually, theoretically, you should be able to get their bursts and ease off. Well, not ease, but their bursts off faster. At least for Xingqiu, whoever is the secondary person. So it makes using less people a little bit more viable. Thank you, GE. You're just like correcting us for so much. So I'm gonna write that. Yeah, I think it just confused because it says number of formation positions, but it's not actually the positions. It's like translation. Players with multiple roles in the team belong to the team of 2. Yeah, I mean, teams of 2 are kind of questionable anyways, but I mean, someone like Hu Tao and Xingyan and Diona and Bennett Xingqiu. Yeah. So like it makes it a little bit easier. So I don't know. I saw some YouTuber, I forget who it was, but they ran Spiral up to 12 with what was it called? The Diluc and like a Xingqiu or something, and then a Klee and a Diona, or the Diona and the Xingqiu were switched. But it does make it like a little bit easier in terms of energy recharge when you're doing that, to at least get their ults up. Like, probably not that much, but like, I don't know, 20%, that could like be quite a bit. Okay, so just gonna record it. The number of characters inside of your team will determine an energy recharge multiplier. For the incoming energy particles. Does that sound decent? Whoops. That was not the plan. Wait, this is talking about co-op mode? Wait, so for a 4-person off, you'll get that. That's talking about co-op mode. Oh, co-op mode is here. So this one's, I think, not co-op. This is single player, and then this is co-op. So we'll make note of that too. The number of characters, 2, 3, 4. Why am I using the voice recognition? Because I'm lazy. I don't know. I should learn how to type. I don't know. I can kind of type, but sometimes it's like faster, or at least like, yeah. I find when I'm writing a lot, it's a little bit faster. I don't know if that's bad to say. That just probably means I type really slow. If it pisses you guys off, I can not use it. In the case of the team formation one. Team formation. Are you referring to this? Dreek Fire? Should I call you Fire or Dreek? I don't know. Note that in the case of team formation, players with multiple roles in the team belong to the team of 2. That confuses me. But we've got here the co-op, the number of characters. Number is determined by the characters in your party. So for 2 players, the host is considered that he has 2 characters, so it's 80%. Okay, so if you have 1 character, everybody gets 100%. No matter how fast you type, speaking is faster. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you type really fast, you can like type super fast, but I'm not that good at typing. Yes, that note refers to co-op mode. Dreek is fine. Alright, Dreek. Wait, clarify which note. Like this note? Because I think I get that this note is. So I was just typing up this one. But I think this one's for co-op. But I'm not so sure about here. But this is the same thing as, I want to say it's this one. Yeah. Wait, oh no, is this for co-op? Is that what you're saying? Back roll rolls? I'm confused. Like, is this comment talking about co-op? I don't know. It's a little bit, I'd say, getting lost in translation. From the note, in the case of the team formation, the doc refers to co-op. Oh, wait, I left for a second. So the more ER with the less characters is only in co-op. Oh, I don't want to say it's only in co-op just because of this. But it might be. I'm not 100% sure. The note in the translation is the same for the wiki and the co-op. But that's just this part. So like it's still applying for single player, right? Okay, so it's saying in co-op your backline gets 80%. Because your party size is just counted as 2. But that's when you have 2 players. So that makes sense. But if you have 4 players in co-op, then everybody gets 100%. Is that right? Because basically, yeah, when it's... Yeah, for 2, everyone gets 80%. And if you have 3... the host would probably still be considered that he has 2 characters, so it's 80. It applies to single player too. Okay, yeah. But tell me if this is correct. When you're in co-op, if you have 4 different players, everybody gets 100% energy recharge. If you have 3 different players, the host has 2 players, so everybody else, or I guess everybody gets 80%. And then if there's only 2 players and both have 2, then the host still has only 2, so it's 80%. But this is also, the recharge rate of the off-field characters is 80% of the recharge rate of the on-field characters. Exactly, okay, so with 4 players it's 100%, and anybody on the field still has the 100% rate. Okay, so hopefully that is sorted out. Let's go write that to some extent. I did not. This should be 80. 80. Okay, this sounds probably convoluted, but whatever. Let's just throw in an example here. Okay, let's also talk about co-op. So, in co-op, the energy recharge rate of the off-field characters is determined by the number of characters that the host has. I didn't say outfield. Alright, so let's go. Host has I guess 1, which would be 4 co-op. Hopefully you guys aren't getting too bored, but this is it. I might share this though on the Discord too. If anybody else wants to like rewrite stuff and make more sense in English. So host has 1, 2 characters. Host will have 2 characters always, so if it's 3 co-op or if it's 2 co-op, the host will still have 2 characters. The energy recharge rate is going to be 80%. Both times. Alrighty. Okay, so I think that covers co-op, that covers single player. Oh, so hopefully that's that. Elemental charge efficiency, the only value written in the property column that can be multiplied directly. Note that this coefficient is only applicable in the case of absorption of elemental particles and spheres. Okay, so I think the efficiency, when we do our energy recharge, that changes our efficiency value, is that right? I'm thinking that that's what that is. Okay, I want to know what this says. Might not need this, but I'm messed up. Crop file, save as 3. Notes references further reading. If there's no special explanation, the energy recharge efficiency of the elements of the test roll is 100%. Okay. I will consider that. Or keep that in mind. Part 1, whatever, let's just... I guess let's go read what this has to say. Where's the translator? There it is. "69 test rolls. Kaya. Test method. By releasing the skills, I guess E-skills, switch, I guess, the person with a traveling sword. I feel like we're losing stuff in translation. Collect elemental particles and observe the something ability to charge the situation." So I think this is just basically testing out E-skill charges. That sounds decent. And wait, what are they doing? They're hitting him. Is this the normal forehead? Or are they using E-skills? No, he's using the E-skill. And I think they're switching... It's kind of fast. They could have slowed it down a little bit. I'm not sure why they're switching to Jean. Unless they're funneling it. Okay, so they're using Jean's skill and they're charging Kaya with it. Alright, and here's the results. Alright, test results. According to the effect of the travel sword. Just trying to think. I want to say that's the Skyward sword. Skyward, like the 3-star? Or let's just see. The character absorbs 1 elemental particle for each time, restoring 1% of the life value. You went to go do some negotiating. I think he's checking how much energy recharge. Yeah, sorry, Dreek, it's like not clear, but I'm just trying to decipher what they're doing. Sounds good, Yagor. You didn't miss much. I just typed some stuff up into the document, and now we're trying to see what they're doing, what tests they're doing in here. So to sub-technical energy needs of 60. Okay, that's the ultimate value. And here total absorption of 2,556 minus 100 divided by 4,040 is equal to 61 wind elemental particles. The Traveler's Handy Sword. What is the Traveler's Handy Sword? Oh, okay. I've never read it or used it, so what does it say? Each elemental orb or particle restores 1% HP. Oh, so you can use it as a counter, so that's really good. So that's what they're doing. What's the secondary stat? It's defense percent, so that's good too. That makes sense. You use that sword for the longest time. Yeah. Alrighty. Has a very high base attack apparently. People saying numbers here? I don't think this matters. Okay. What is this base attack? 40, 200. I don't know. Wait, what is its base attack? I'm just kind of curious. Wait, you can't take 3 stars up to 90? No, you can. Base attack is 448. That's actually, I think, not too bad. That's like a 4-star sword base attack. Okay, let's go back to here, basically. I'm confused about this part of the formula. What are they getting from here? Absorbs. Oh, I get it. If we go back to, I think I get it. If we go back to here, that's gonna be his HP, right? Yeah, so his HP is 440, and then they counted how much he gained. The math was saying that the sword is good on Albedo. Oh, yeah, that's actually true. That could be a pretty good sword for Albedo. It's got high base attack. It gives some defense. I kind of feel like I might want to give that to my Albedo if I have time. Although I'll lose all my crit rate and crit damage from the Harbinger of Dawn. But it could be a lot more consistent in a sense. He's calculating how much they healed. Yeah. So he must have started at 100%. Okay, and then they counted all of the particles that came out of it. That makes sense. So sorry, he started at 100 HP. He went up to this much. So that was the difference that was healed. And then they divided it by his total. And then they divided by 1%. Kind of confused by all the divisions, but I think I get it. Basically, it healed 61 times. Right, yeah, because he's multiplying, I think. Each heal was 1% of its total HP. Has 5-star character, but only 3-star sword. Yeah, I mean, some of them can work. Like, Hu Tao's good with the white tassel. I think it works pretty decently on her. It can be considered that each weapon element microparticles to provide 1 elemental energy. We need a preliminary conclusion here. The basic energy value of the particles with the property element is 1. Okay. There are properties of the element crystal balls, no properties of the element particles. The crystal ball will be described on the moon surface. Sounds like Spiral Abyss. Alright. I'm just gonna stick this into the document. So I think I'm just gonna say a test was conducted using the Traveler's Handy Sword with Kaya. Where it was found that 61 wind elemental particles were gained from using Jean's elemental skill and recharged Kaya's ultimate. Where's the E, guys? What the heck? Gotta turn that off. Chaos ultimate. And then also, what do they do? Yeah, so the preliminary conclusion was that the base value of particles is 1. This looks like this is another one. Boopity boop. Let's steal this too. Gotta save it, and then we gotta stick it in the translator. Alright, translator is here. Alright, so I think they did another test, I wanna say. Did I copy the same page? I think I copied the same one. Okay. Part 2. So this is the second part. I think they did the same test on Jean, if I want to guess. I meant to copy this one, but I did not copy the right one. Crop file, save as. I think this one is going to be 6. Test results for each absorption of an elemental particle. 1% of the life value is restored. All Asia technical. Okay, so some people need 60 energy, and I want to say like the formula or energy recharge something is 61. It can be considered that each wind element gives. Is there any difference? Wait, no, I'm doing the same one. No, this is not this one. I totally upload. It should be 6. Did I break the translator? Okay, this is it. Oh my goodness. The technical energy required, I think this is for Jean, is 80. Here's the formula. A wind, whatever. So I guess they're getting, I want to say 27 elemental particles from the same math. 1 network elemental micrograph. Is that particle, I guess? To provide network properties. Okay, I think that's just, they're saying that it's got one value. 80 divided by 26 is about, oh gosh, 3 elemental energy. Does that make sense? Oh, let me pull up my calculator. Yeah, it's like 2.96, so it's like about 3. In fact, the entire process times 3 has a total of 81 points of energy and spills 1 point of energy. Here's a direct conclusion: when the properties of the elemental particles are the same as the properties of the roll, then it's 300%. Okay. At the same time, the property factor is 100%. Yeah, no problem, Sutiva. See ya. Sorry, hopefully it's not too boring, but yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so this seems like decently, I think we're gonna get there, guys, today. We're gonna go, I guess the goal, like, today, before I end the stream, I just want to calculate how much energy recharge Xingqiu needs. A test was conducted using Jean. Where the number of elemental particles that she gained was calculated and shown to be 27. The final energy recharge value was about 81. Energy points gained by her ultimate. And therefore the there is a multiplier of 300% when the element is the same type. As 80 divided by 26 is about is about the element of the same type. There's a multiplier of 300 when the element as let's call this energy recharged. Okay. Hopefully you guys aren't dying of boredom, but yeah, we're making progress. Alright, that's lit. Let's keep going. I'm just gonna take this page. We'll see what this has to say. Save as 6, 7, save. Alrighty. Just trying to think. Here we go. Lovely. I'm confused about the summation. So, I guess we can also kind of look at the... I think we're on part 3. Yeah. So they're using Jean again. Not sure what that means. We're gonna go and translate this page after this one, but let's go read this. So test roll something something something. So probably Animo skill, probably cryo skill, Geo something AI, and then Bennett with 106% energy recharge. Oh, okay, I think they're testing charge situation at the front and rear rows of the 4-roll team in single mode. So they're testing how much everybody else in the team gets. Their skills require 80, 60, 60, 60 respectively. Among them, Bennett's energy elemental charge efficiency is 106. They forgot that he brings his own energy efficiency. I want to say, I think that's because Jean, Kaya, Noel, and Bennett, and it's also I think is Bennett, like, because he ascends into energy recharge, so these people probably don't have any artifacts, but Bennett already has a little bit of extra. So they're releasing the skills and absorbing the particles and seeing the capacity. Last part of the piano is full of blood, so okay. The piano is full of blood. I don't think that's what they're trying to say. I think they're trying to say the ultimate is full of energy, but so then empty the energy bar. I wanna guess that's what's happening. But let's go and translate here. I'm gonna just copy this. Another test was conducted where Jean, Kaya, Noel, and Bennett were used to see how much energy they would gain from recharge. Jean's elemental skill. With ultimates of values of 80, 60, 60, and 60. Bennett has an energy recharge ascension skill, and therefore his charge efficiency is 106%. Giancarlo, yeah, that's right. Alrighty, hopefully, therefore his charge efficiency is 106%. Okay. And now they're gonna show the results, I think. Let's go see these. Guys, I think this is it. We just needed to translate this. I'm definitely gonna have the formula for it by the end of this video. Man, who knew like school would actually teach us something useful? How to like learn. File, save as. Let's make this one 8. So the absorption of the first 27 to 29 elemental wind particles. The experiment due to the absorption multiple elemental particles types at the same time. Piano is full of skills. So I think piano is the ultimate. Oh no. My translators, I'm gonna say, is good. It's not the perfect though. In order to simplify the calculation, here only take the minimum value for operation count. Combined with the formula mentioned earlier, get four equations, I guess. The absorption of the 92nd to 94th wind elemental particles. Bennett, who is in the back row, is full of skills. In the ultimate, to absorb 99%. After that, clear the counter again. So I think they're just saying clear it they're using the alts when they reach the maximum. Where did the Bennett go? Did he throw out Bennett? I think he threw out Bennett. Oh, or they threw out Bennett. No, Bennett's here, sorry. And for the next one, they throw out Bennett. Kind of confused about clearing the counter, but I guess. Let's just go look at the formulas, I guess. Alright, so it's 27 particles times the value of each particle times the percentage multiplier. Yeah, basically basic energy value. So the particle value, the formation position factor. Ah, I see. Kind of, I guess. Formation position coefficient. Yes, so it's 160, 60, 60. That makes perfect sense. And then the elemental charge efficiency. So they all have 100% except Bennett, who has 106% energy recharge. So, yeah, okay. I think we got basically all we needed out of this video. Literally just understanding this whole formula. So I'm just going to go type it up. I mean, assuming this is correct, we can maybe look up a couple more things in the video and see if there's anything else new. But this is the most important part. Alright, so how do we want to say this? So it's going to be... Hi Legato. We're just working through the energy recharge. I think we here I'll post this document in the what's it called, the Discord later, but basically we've gone through it. They proved that the energy recharge is basically what the wiki says, and then I basically found the formula just now, so I'm just gonna write it out. I might go through a couple other things, but I mean, this is basically the most important part. So then I think we can use this to actually solve, very easily for how much energy recharge Xingqiu actually needs. Which is what we tried to do last time. So the number of energy particles, the energy particle value. They call it the formation position factor. But I want to just call this actually, I'm going to call it the elemental multiplier. I don't know if there's a better word for it, but... And then it's going to be... Alright, how does that look? I'm gonna try and condense this also. So let's do it like this. All right, I'm gonna give it some formula, some letters. So, whoa, special characters. Did not want that necessarily. So insert equation. All right, now we're gonna go insert special characters. We got Greek, Latin. It's not what I'm going for. Where would Greek be? Symbol, Hangul. Why is this so complicated? Other European scripts. I feel like it would be Latin. You know what? Let's just Google this. How to use Greek sim in Google Docs. Yeah, we can also do calculations. We'll probably, honestly, probably not today, because I'm probably going to end it pretty soon. I gotta go study for my midterm, but I think, like, for the next one, we're going to, I want to say write a script. I think that's what we're going to do. Using an equation, equations shortcuts. Oh, alpha. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't know that. So if we do this, and we go alpha, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? I'm gonna cry. Followed by the name and a space in an equation to insert a symbol. How did I manage to mess this up? What? Oh, wait, it's not in the equation. Insert equation backslash alpha. It works. Okay, cool. Net. Yeah. Yeah, but we can definitely make yeah, thing. Okay, guys, do we want to give some symbols to these variables? I'm trying to think. I don't know what we should call them. Also, I don't know if there's going to be like more important ones down the road, but we'll figure it out, I guess. Let's go. Okay, so number of energy particles. We can call this n. So let's just call this n. Oops. Insert equation. We're going to go n is equal to number of energy particles oh, the formulas are just horizontal. Or I guess I gotta, I can't write like more than one thing for each line, so I'll make another one. Energy particle value. So let's call this, you know what? Let's go like this. Let's call it EP. And then I totally forget how to do subscript. How to subscript in Google Docs. I feel like you guys are dying of boredom, but that's okay. Probably just like do your own schoolwork at the same time too. Alright, so it's gonna be symbols, arrows. Also, isn't there a shortcut? Isn't there a better way to do this? Or format, superscript, subscript. Okay, let's try that. Format. Where was it? Text. Subscript. Okay, so EP, and I could call this value. Why didn't you subscript? I'm in pain, guys. Is it too much to ask for a subscript? I don't care. Somebody else can figure this out. PV. I'm still here. I just got done with homework. Yeah, do your homework, Helen. Like, that's basically all we're doing. I can't get the subscript in, but I'm gonna like make this public. So if anybody wants to figure out the subscript to make it look pretty, we're just gonna call it. So I'm gonna call it energy particle value, and then for this one, let's call it EP number, just so that it's not too confusing. And then we'll go. I was using EM for elemental scale multiplier, but so this is energy particle value. So EPE can only have two value. Wait, no, it can have. Honestly, it can have more than one. It can have more values. Right, insert equation, and then let's call it elemental multiplier, I guess we're gonna have to do that. Elemental multiplier. Is there a subscript shortcut? There probably is, but I don't know what it is. In Google Docs, it's like, it seems weird. Like they say here, but it looks like it doesn't work in the formula. Oh, I think that's what I probably did wrong, that it was in the formula. So like if I go here, let's see if this works. Insert special characters, where were they? Symbol, and then subscript. Oh my god, this is complicated. Wait, I don't want to like necessarily, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, wow, this is like, this is incredibly painful, guys. We're gonna just not do the subscript here. EM gets, oh, that's, you're totally right. Elemental multiplier. Is there a better name we can call it? The formation position factor. I don't know. I mean, we can call it that. Yeah, it does. We're not going to use EM. I think this would be decent. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we're gonna make one more. I think if we do, oh, I want to like condense this one. I mean, whatever, we can just do this. see if we. Oh my gosh. See if we can do this and call this. Formation is if the character catches the particles. Small v for. We can make a capital dino. I mean, I don't really care. I will make a capital because you typed that. It does not matter. I just need something. Ultimate energy charge. I feel like this could be named the ultimate energy recharge value. Could be named something better, but it should be okay. Alright, so the amount of energy recharge needed for the ultimate is going to be just basically multiplying all of this stuff. So it's not too hard. Alrighty. This formula is like not making me happy. Let me see if I can shorten it. Sure. That should work. Where did it all go? Oh, the pain. Alright, holy smokes. Okay, that took way too long. Sorry, stream delay. You were asking if you should switch it from capital to small. Oh. It does not matter. From capital to small. It can be capital or small. We can make it small. ERB. I'll make it like a subscript. If we could actually make a subscript, we could call it like value, but that's a little bit more work to type out also. Alright. I think this is basically the formula. It's not working. That's alright. I don't know how to box this, but I would box this. Wait, maybe we can edit it inside here. At least bold it. Doesn't seem to like the underline. I can't change the size? Alright, I don't know. It's here. Somebody else who wants to can go and fiddle with this. But this is basically the formula that we need. I don't think there's anything else to do. Well, what's the rest of this video about? I wonder, do we need to actually go through this, guys? I'm thinking they're just explaining the formula, but now that we have the formula, I think we're done. What's in the extra part? Is that Favonius or something? Let's see what this says. You can make a team production spreadsheet. Robin has the particle production values in a spreadsheet. Who's Robin? Is that a YouTuber? Or is that a website? I don't speak Chinese, if you're talking to me. I don't know if... Did someone else say they speak Chinese? Let's see what this one has to say. Favonius proc. Yeah, I don't know if I care about that right now. It's probably like good to know where it is, but like I think we're basically done. Let's go. I just want to translate one of those pages. Bop, bop, bop. Attack, recovery, energy. Are they talking about just the I feel like we should go through the rest of this, but I don't know if I feel like it. Nah, he's just a guy from Reddit. Yeah. Legato, if you want to just throw that link, if you know where it is, into the Discord. You can just throw it in the math or something, and then we can probably look at it. What are they saying here? They're saying that there's an attack, recovery, energy. I think that's just every like 4 attacks you'll get that. So let's go see if let's just work our way through it and see if there's anything else. I can't type, oh my goodness. I'm just thinking this is the like if you do the normal hits you get 1. This is less than 80. Wait, so what are they saying? 0 absorption. 33 times 2 times 100 times 80 is less than 80, which is, so you need 40 to get the forecast. I think that they're talking about that, honestly, it's like randomly generated, but I'm not really sure. Let's see what they say. What does this say? I don't know what it says. Alright, combined with the previous image, a non-attribute elemental crystal ball of Noel provides 6 points of energy, and a crystal ball of rock elemental particles provides Noel with 9 points of energy. According to the corresponding attribute factors of the two, respectively, 300 or 100 and 300% can be calculated. The basic energy value of one non-attribute crystal ball is 6, and one rock property element is 3. Oh, I'm kind of confused. Maybe because I skipped some stuff. Wait, I wanted to see what this says. Ah, look at this. So I think this one's 3, this one's 6. I don't know what this page says though. See also the beginning. I want to see the beginning of the extra part. So this might matter to some extent depending on what these inconsistencies are. Oh wait, I should probably just save this so that I don't have to redo it. Although I think I'll delete this out of the document after. Alright, testing with the Zephyr sword. People trigger the weapon effect and switch to the piano absorbing elemental particles. The technical and energy requirements for both of them are 80. Prediction according to the effect of the Zephyr Sword. Repeat the 6. Okay, let's go look up what the Zephyr Sword is because this looks like it's a weapon effect. Could be Favonius. Zephyr Sword and what's it called? Genshin. What? I think it's Favonius. I want to say it's Favonius. Yeah, it generates 6 and it's got the crit chance. So wait, 60% chance to generate 1 elemental orb, which will generate 6 energy. And it does once every 12 seconds. Yeah. Alright, but I think this isn't too important because this is just, I mean, the Favonius is basically, I'm gonna delete this Noel thing. Favonius is basically just statistical, and I think like it kind of makes sense how it works. So I want to say it doesn't really matter. Because it's statistical, like you can theoretically, if you have a 60% chance, you can like never proc the effect, or you can like proc it every time you're at 12 seconds. So, I think it's okay. I don't think we need to worry about that. I think we got to this basically, and this was the most important thing. So the number of energy particles matters. The energy particle value matters. The formation position factor. Oh my gosh, this name is confusing me. It's basically the this is basically the elemental, they call it EM, right? What was it? Elemental. You just dropped the spreadsheet in the Discord. Thank you so much, Legato. I'll grab that. The elemental particle production is at the character tab. Yeah, I'll look into it. The formation position factor. What is it? It's basically the elemental formation position multiplier. That's what I was going to call it. Multiplier. It's basically, this value should only change if the particles are different or if they're the same type, I think. Oh, this looks very nice. What? Wow. I don't know how to make such nice spreadsheets. Is this in Google Sheets? Jeez. This is nice. It's got a little tier list too. And these are for the, I guess, team comps. Anyways. I think it's characters. Hello. I don't know if I can, well, I guess this is the original, so I don't know if I could. Looks like I can't copy it, so we gotta like type it all out. Oh wow, I kind of want this. Ah yes, this is the information. I have a similar spreadsheet like this, but this would help. Do they have crit rate and crit damage? have so many values here. This is so good. Ah. This is very useful. Thank you so much. Elemental multiplier. Yeah, I think I think that's what I called it. Like it's basically like the EM. It's just basically like if the particle's the same element, then it'll be like 300 or something, right? And if it's not, it's 100. And I think there was a all right. Okay, I'm trying to just figure out what is this. Okay, number of hits, E duration, ERP. I don't know what ERP is. E ratio. I guess that's the attack multiplier. I'm trying to guess. What? What's 1,000? There's particles per E. Particles per E. Where would that be? Particles. Would that be particles here? Or is that from Q? E charges, Q ratio. I think it's somewhere here, right? Unless it's these. Let's see who these characters are. Mona. Do we have Xingqiu? Okay, Xingqiu's at the bottom. I think we know it should be 4.5 for Xingqiu, so maybe we can figure it out from that. So 4.5, I think it's this column. So it's particles, right? Particles is just particles. I guess the ultimate doesn't give particles, right? It's only the E that ever gives particles. Lovely. That's awesome. So 4.5, does that mean that sometimes it's 4 and sometimes it's 5? I think that's what that means. And then this is the Q energy. This is 80. Okay, so what I think we can do now, let's try just doing a quick example. The only ulti that makes particles is Fischl's. Right. Okay. Example calculation. So let's do how much energy recharge. I want to say... Oh, let's call this efficiency also. Energy recharge. Person was calling it efficiency, and that's actually a nice word for it. Efficiency. How much energy recharge efficiency does Xingqiu need? It's about 4.5 per 10 uses, but some E's can be a bit more erratic. Sounds good. Yeah, so there's honestly like a chance you're gonna get like kind of screwed if you get 4 or if you get 5. Like if you get 5, it'll be a lot easier to recharge. So we could also like do a worst case scenario. So how much energy recharge does Xingqiu need to recharge his ult, which has a value of, I want to say it's 60 or 80. It's 80. Recharge his ult. Call alt UV is equal to 80 with considering worst case. Okay, so how much recharges ult in 2 E skill activations? Considering worst case, how much energy ER efficiency does Xingqiu need to recharge his ult in 2 skill activations, considering worst case, average case, and best case? EPN numbers. And then we can do brackets, which would be 4, comma 4.5, comma 5. Okay, so I think we can do this. So for both, assuming that we get either 4, 4.5, or 5, we'll get different ones. So basically, see if we can solve this now. Basically, we know that UV is equal to 80, which is equal to the number of energy particles. So we can do case 1. I can't type. Case 1. EPN is equal to 4. Just have that. So EPN is equal to 4. Energy particle value. So I think, okay, for Xing, I can't type. I can't type, guys. For Xingqiu, the EPV equal 1. We can assume that FPF is equal to 100%. So because I think it is, let's go into the wiki. So the energy particle, oh no, so sorry, same element. So I think the particle value, I want to say, no, it's going to be 1 because the particle value is literally just the difference between a particle and an orb. So it's 1 for particle, so here, and then for orb it's 3. And then this stuff is just done by the multiplier. Oh my goodness, I guess they did explain it here, but it all makes sense right now. For Xingqiu, the energy particle value, FPV, so this is 1, and then we need the formation position factor multiplier. Oh wait, one of these is 300%. I'm just trying to remember which one. Up. This one, it's going to be the third one. Formation position factor. This name gets me. It's the elemental multiplier. This one should be 300%. So because it's hydro, this one's 300%. The value of the particle is just 1. Then we use a number of like 4 particles basically. Energy recharge efficiency, and now this is what we're solving for. I think that's everything. So, well, I guess let's write that UV is equal to 80. I'm gonna steal this quickly. I'm just gonna stick this here. So we're solving for this. This is gonna get divided out, I think. Oh no. Energy recharge efficiency. Can we insert? Oh geez, I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe it's okay. It doesn't look like it's smart, but all right. That's basically the formula that we are solving. Whatever, and then okay, now we can just like basically plug the numbers in. And this should work. Should work, guys. So EPN is 4. Might be good to add units in, but I don't know if that matters. APV is 1. So this should be 300%, but get rid of these brackets. We don't really need these. I'm hoping this works. I feel like this is looking weird though. Give me a second. This 300%, I think it should just be like 3. This is 300%, but let's see what happens. Oh, I'm getting confused. Why don't we see? Let's just evaluate. What does 4 give us? Quickly. Just wondering. The number of elemental particles. This is 4. They should have a value of 1. And then 300% is for the first person. Then formation position coefficient is 100% when they're on the field. Oh, sorry, this should be 100%. What's the thing right before that? Oh, this thing. What's it called though? Also, let me just plug these numbers into theirs because that seems, I want to say it's giving me a weird thing. So 27 times 1 times 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, this should definitely be like, yeah, 300%. Like, it's basically 3. But this is not the formation position factor. This is 100%. I think I'm missing something in the formula. Just making me panic. We've got, okay, the number, we've got the basic energy value, energy particle value. Yeah, we skipped this thing. But this thing shouldn't, like, specifically matter. Then we've got this, then we've got the energy region. Yeah, okay. We have to go add in that thing. What is it again? This is, like, unclear. Formation position coefficient. No, this thing. This description here is not helping me. What's it called again? It's 300%, so it's basically the, let's call this the elemental type multiplier. Let's call it that. This is not the same thing as this. These are two different things, which confused me. it's gonna be the ETM, and we're just gonna stick it right here. Okay. Whatever, and then ETM is equal to, it's 100%, which is also just equal to 1. I think for this case, no, it's gonna be 3. This is the 300%. So this is, okay, so the elemental type multiplier is just if it's the same element or not. So if it is the same element, it's 300, and it's just following these. So if it's the same element, it's 300. If it's not the same element, it's 200%. And if it's a different element, it's 100%. So I think not same element would be white particles. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Oh no, non-elemental. Jeez, I read that wrong. Yeah, white particles are 200%. So that makes sense. This is gonna be 3. Give it back. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, basically we can just stick this into here. And then if we stick this into, mess that up. We stick that into, I think it goes there. Yeah, number of elemental particles, elemental type multiplier, which is 3. And then, yeah, whatever, this will be also 3. Well, roughly speaking. Just getting kind of sketched out by how much it's gonna be. 2, 3. Alright. What I wanted to also do is I want to see, let's see if this works. This should work. We can just figure out how much from 1 E skill we get. Yeah, so this is like super painful probably, but it'll all be done, and then I'll post this in the Discord so anybody can refer back to it once it's working. Alright, so this should be 4. This should be 1. This should be 3. This should be 1. This is what we're solving for. So assuming percent ER. I want to say this is 2. Let's see. This is what I want to check out. So 4 times 3 times 2. So it's only 24. That's why I'm feeling this is like a little bit sketchy, and I feel like I'm missing something. One of these values might be wrong. This is 200 energy recharge, and I know like when I do it with mine, I get a lot more than that. Because if we use this, we'll actually get, I think, if we solve, where is it? If we solve this, it actually gives a really big number, which I don't really like. So I think there's a mistake in this somewhere. So this is saying we need 660% to get it in 2 swipes, but I want to say I don't think that's accurate. So either we messed up one of these values, one of these is wrong, or something else is up with it. I'm just trying to think what. Could the basic energy value be slightly different? I know in like 2 swipes on my account, I can almost get it up fully. So even if we use 4.5 or 5, I don't think it's going to make such a big difference. What'd you miss? I'm stuck in that. You didn't miss much, but well, here. I guess let me try and get a sharing link. I'm gonna send this into the Discord, but okay, see if you guys can open that. But that's basically, we've translated most of the video. And now I was just trying to do the calculation for Chingcho, and we're coming a little bit short. And I feel like basically I want to say there's something with a value of 2. We're like off by about a factor of 2. So if we do the calculation from what we've got for Xingqiu, then we're getting 24 for his effective charge rate at 200%. And well, I guess like 2 of them at 200% energy recharge should actually give like 80. So this is like a little bit low, in my opinion. But you can like look through it, and I'm trying to figure out if I messed something up. Because their values seem pretty decent, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's something that I'm forgetting. Other than, like, when you use a Xingqiu E, do you get anything else? Could also be, let's say we get 5 particles. If we get 5 particles, I don't know if it's going to make such a big difference, though. I think it's still going to be short. The dog denied access. Now, it's probably because I don't have permissions. I don't know how to do it, though. Oh, why is it private only to me? How do you make it public? I sent the link. Oh, I don't know how to make it public. File. Thing is, anyways, if you click on it, I can probably, I think, well, here. I think if I'll get your request so I can. Oh goodness, I'm getting email notifications from Discord. If you request it, I can probably let you in on it. I don't know why it's not public. I don't know how to make it public. Maybe I'll just Google that. Oops, my bad. 1 second, I gotta open the chat. Am I counting if Xingqiu catches the particles? I guess. Is there a multiplier though? Because that should basically be this one. That's the 300%. Yeah, basically, if they're on the field, then it's 100%. And then, because it's the same element type, it's 300%. There's also a value of it if you have 4 characters in your party. But that value, I think didn't we establish that that value is only for the other characters, I want to say? Here, so the 4 coefficients, if you've got 4 characters in your party, they'd be 100, 60, 60, 60. So the other 3 get 60, but the person on the field gets 100. Whenever you use Xingqiu, he's always on the field. I want to see what the value is if we're at 5, because it honestly just, well, it might just be honestly the difference between 4 and 5, but I don't think that it's going to be big enough. So it's 5 times, yeah, no, it's like 30, right? So I don't think that's big enough. Unless he's 60. What's his energy recharge? I think it's 80, or his ultimate value. No, it's 80. This is why I'm getting confused. If it is 60, this would work, but it's like we're missing something. It's definitely not matching. Like, this formula is not working perfectly yet. Because basically, we need this to equal 40. I'm just wondering how to do that. Or at least something very close to 40. Does he get white particles when you use it? Just trying to think. Like, he does a lot of damage, so if he actually gets white particles, that you could add that into the formula. Oh, it sucks Genshin's down right now and we can't test it. That would be easier to test, but I'm just unsure. Let me see if I can find another thing. Let's go see if we've got somebody. Alright, we're back to here. Okay, well here it says it looks like the values are a bit smaller, but that's not going to help us get a bigger number. I think these ones are accurate though, if I recall correctly. Hey Shikiku. We're kind of stuck with the math right now. So we've got a formula. I don't know how to make, wait, how do I make this public? Let me go see how to make it. How to make a Google Doc public. Share. And it's going to be advanced. Go away. public on the web. Well, let's try that. Maybe if I... Where's the advanced button? That looks outdated. Wouldn't be bad, like, if the HP particles are messing it up, if we could go test it against someone who won't give us any HP particles. I know Xingqiu does a lot of, like, damage, so, you know, there's a good chance he can get past somebody's threshold in one of the slashes, but I thought it was, like, a lot more than just 24. I mean, 24 is, like, barely half. Like, mine does so much. I'm just, like, kind of confused. 14 steps with pictures, 2020. Login selected if you want to make a right click and select share, but I didn't find the advanced option. Where? Publish a file spreadsheet. File published to the web? Is that it? Publish to the web. Okay guys, see if this one will work. I'll put this in the D squad. I delete this one just because it's useless. Delete message. See if that one works for you guys. I don't know if you can edit it, but what does it look like for me actually? Oh, wow. It's like published. It's not the greatest looking document I've seen, but it looks alright. It kind of works. Alright, so I think, yeah, we're going through this one. Basic attack, every basic 4 attacks you get 1. It's insignificant. Using an elemental skill, you will always gain them. Specific standard amount is 4. Depends on the character. Killing an enemy. This isn't helping. How much energy recharge? Mine has 180 like percent. Works for you. All right, yeah. So you can like see, you can at least see that. I think you can't edit it, but this document, this guy's not like helping. You need 40 to 80 energy to this doesn't matter. This, we're not counting this. Using elemental reactions has a chance. 100% chance. Huh, this can be very annoying. Elemental skills R2 and E generate for that type of character that they're using. Just trying to think. Sucks Genshin's down. We could go test this out, but like, we don't have it up. This stuff looks like pretty nice, but a little bit confusing. Albedo. Using his E, 30 seconds, particles per second. Looks like it gives one particle every 3 seconds. This is a little bit, I don't know. Duration, cast time. I don't really see anything useful here. Maybe if we go back to where it all began, which was with this. Let's see if we can figure something out from here. Sorry, this is like so painful. I just like don't really know. Don't really know what's wrong with the formula. So this is the energy recharge. So this is what I want to see. Okay. All right. So who is this again? Shadow build. 3 times 5. What is this exactly? Okay, so elemental skill. We're assuming it gives 5 energy to Chongyan, so that's the number of particles basically. Yeah. This is a bunch of other stuff, but like these are the energy recharge values. So it's multiplying the base value by that, by the energy recharge percentage. Should work. I'm just getting really confused why, like, I don't know if it's like because when we use Xingqiu you get other elemental particles, but it would be good to test about right now. Other So he's got 3 because, roughly speaking, you're getting 3 times the value from each one. I don't know, so according to this, you are getting 30, so like the maximum you can get is 30 at like 200% elemental recharge. I mean, I guess maybe our math is right. I don't know if anybody has an opinion on that. But I mean, it's a little bit questionable. Cause like, assuming that we start at 0, it really might take 3, right? Because if we're at 200% energy recharge with 5 particles, then we're gaining 30. So if we do it 3 times, we definitely get it. But I just swear, I thought like it's not. I thought you get more. Which is what I'm confused about. Number of particles, this, that. I guess also, because the problem that we're not counting here is anybody else also adding particles. So that's probably what's making it not that bad. Because if you start at 20 already, then you do 2 slashes and then you're basically done. So I guess that's the answer though. So 660%. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna finish this up and leave it here for today pretty soon because I gotta go do stuff. I'm just surprised it's actually so large. So you definitely like, I don't know, according to this math, you can't do it in 2 slashes. Is anybody texting anything? I'm just wondering. I haven't seen the chat move in like a little while, so I don't know if it's like me or somebody, or if nobody's saying anything, which is fine, but Nat, if you can hear me, type something. Just want to check that that you're still here to some extent. I'm afraid the chat's not updating for me. I don't know if I reload it. I think I'm still streaming. No one is saying anything. That's all good. There's not much happening here. I'm just surprised that the numbers are so weird. The only thing I want to check here. Alright, thanks, Nat. Yeah, I guess it's team making particles, so it'll probably make more sense later, but yeah, I thought that Xingqiu could definitely get his ult up in 2 E slashes, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rephrase the question here. How much remaining how much energy does Xingqiu need to start with? Yeah. We can do it full team rotation. I think I'm gonna start coding it too, so yeah, we could have tested it. I'm just like 90% sure. Like my Xingqiu, at least I don't know, maybe the going from 188 to 200% isn't gonna make a big difference, but I'm pretty sure like he's relatively close to doing it in two activations, but and like just from this math it looks a little bit worse than what I thought. So I'm gonna finish this and then I think I'm gonna end the stream, and then next time we're gonna probably start coding it with like rotations and other stuff, so it'll probably be more interesting than today, although we do have this, which is pretty useful for today. And I'm just gonna finish kind of this question here. So how much energy does he need to start with in order to recharge his ult with a 200% ER energy recharge efficiency? Considering the worst case, average, and best case EMP numbers. Alrighty, so okay, I'm just gonna have to redo this a little bit, because what we're doing is we want to find the remaining energy. So this is the energy he gains, and then I want to say yeah, it should be on the Discord, Legato. If you check it out, and it should update, but I feel like you guys can't edit it. So well, here I'll share a link, and then you guys might just have to link for editing. So you guys are just gonna have to try asking for the permission, and then I think I'll have to go through my email and check that out, basically. Oh my gosh, Helen, that's so accurate. I don't even know what to say. That happens sometimes. At least with video recordings, it's like, it's not that bad because you can go back. That's like the best part about them. But otherwise, it's like, kind of, yeah, in a real class, it's like that. Okay, this is gonna be energy gained. Alright, so this is the ultimate value minus the energy gained is the remaining energy. So then technically for this question we can just, whoops, we can use this. Yeah. The number of particles is gonna be 4, well it's worst case, it's 4. What's the EP value? It's gonna be 1 because these are not orbs. EP value, ETM is going to be 3 because it's the same element. This is going to be 100% because they're on the field. And then energy recharge we're saying is 200%, so it's 2. And then we know that this is 80. And then we could do also number of skill activations. So energy gained, energy remaining, number of skill active. Okay, so energy gained from 1 skill activation. Okay. And then basically assuming 2 skill activations, gonna get I'm just gonna put it in the calculator. So 80 minus, this formula is very easy, it's just all multiplication, but I guess you do need everything, so did I do that right? I feel like I messed something up again. This is 4. We had that this is 24. This is 1 E skill. Did I put this wrong in my calculator? Oh my goodness. 80 minus, it's gonna be 2 times 4 times 3 times 2. Goodness, this is not difficult math at all. Oh yeah, 32 is what's remaining. Okay. That makes sense. I was confused if that was what we're getting. So, anyways. I'm gonna stick this here, and the remaining energy is gonna be 32. let's move this over here, this down here, and then we just basically redo this again. Whoops, that's not what I was going for. Case 1, case 2, average case, and this is gonna be 4.5. All right, so yeah, basically, so now we're just gonna copy all. I don't think we need to copy all of that, just this part. This changes to 4.5. So then we get 26. That's like not so bad anymore. So basically, I feel like if you get 5 particles, it's actually going to feel pretty good. It's going to feel like you filled up most of it. But if you get like a 4, especially 4 2 times, it's going to feel like you messed something up. Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like 20 is a lot. But I think this is, I think that's that. One thing I'm also wondering, well, we don't have to worry about it this time. We'll do it, I guess, next time. But I guess that when we start coding it, we can see it basically. But it'll be like, how much do the white particles actually matter? Because if you can hit like a Hilichurl or something, and then you get the additional energy bonus from taking them down, I guess, to like half health or something, then you should get a bit more. But I feel like these values should be higher for some reason. But the thing is that when you're playing with like, say, Xingqiu, as long as you're above 20 energy with like 200%, you can get it in two shots. So as long as you're using other characters to, well, I guess use their skills and you're gaining elemental particles from them, then you should always be, you know, something above like these values. And then as long as you are, then using 2 skills by himself, he will fill up his bar completely, right? I'm gonna delete this. Alright guys, hopefully you haven't been bored to death by that. But yeah, it should be more interesting with the coding, I think, next time. But I'm assuming this is the correct formula. And that's an ugly color. And basically, yeah, I think hopefully this is, I don't know, somewhat useful, but I think this is going to help us a lot. So I'm pretty sure that if we look here at someone like Shadow Build, like for his calculations, he didn't do anything else other than that. This is where he got his spreadsheet values, and now what the only thing really is just summing up all of the different sources. So for example, this is for Changyan if you're funneling Xingqiu's E. And we also might want to go and use different numbers, like the ones from here, because I think these are more exact. Which is kind of confusing, because I don't know if this means that sometimes it's a 2 and sometimes it's a 3. And the elemental orb, like there's a big difference if it's a 8.1 or if it's a 9. So we'll, I guess, figure it out, honestly. It might be good to do some testing. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to leave the stream here. Hopefully you guys didn't, yeah, as I said, die of boredom. It was mostly just math, but this is like pretty important, so it's going to help us. It's a step forward towards the DPS calculations, because keeping track of everybody's energy is going to be very, very important. Write that correctly. But yeah. Yeah, if you guys are still here, I think I'm gonna end the stream, so thanks for coming and take care. Yeah, no problem, Nat. Thanks for coming. Next one should be more interesting, hopefully, with programming. Here, I don't know, like, we solved it, and then I was very confused for a good portion of it, if it was actually correct. Alright, see ya, Helen. Take care. Have fun with the new update, guys. It's gonna be pretty fun, I think.